I decided to go live to let you all know that Amazon has reinstated my book account. Amazon reinstated my book account today. So now my books are once again available for sale on Amazon. Okay, get your copy. Get your copy. My books are now available for sale on Amazon. Okay? So, after spending nearly 3 days or more, actually, going back and forth with Amazon, Amazon decided to reinstate my book account this morning. Okay? Now, I had to go in on Amazon. I really did. I had to go in on them. I had to, because people are out here. Let me tell y'all, people are out here struggling. People are trying to get money any way they can. If you can get over to an extra stream of income, then if you could make that work, having an extra stream of income, if you can make it work for you, try to make it work for you, because we need all kinds of streams of income now to even survive in this economy that has been created by Donald J. Trump. This is a horrible economy. The job market sucks. There is stagnant wages. Corporations are not paying their workers livable wages. And disgruntled employees are burning down warehouses all over the country. And it's going to be probably even more that are going to go up in flames, because people are tired. People are stressed out. People are, living from paycheck to paycheck, and they're just irritated and frustrated. And a lot of people are growing very angry because of their current situation. And also, they voted a man into office who made all sorts of promises, who lied to them, who betrayed them. Donald Trump betrayed the American people. He betrayed people. He said that he was not going to be a president of war. He was going to be the president of peace. He lied. He said that he is going to create the greatest economy, but the greatest economy happens to be for him and his billionaire buddies, not for the rest of us. He said he was going to create the greatest economy, and he did, but not for the rest of us. He created a great economy for him and his billionaire buddies and family members. So it works for him. It doesn't work for us, however. Corporations are not paying livable wages. People are frustrated. They're angry. So, if you can have multiple streams of income, you need to go ahead and get it popping. Have multiple streams of income. And I created another stream of income. I don't care if it's not a whole lot of money that I'm getting every 3 months. I'm still getting something. Something is better than nothing at all. Anything. I will take anything. Okay, because right now people are struggling. People out here, living from paycheck to paycheck, trying to make it, trying to survive off this little bit of money that these corporations are paying people. And these corporations are literally purposely underpaying you so they can have control over you, so they can keep you in a certain status in society, so they can keep you beneath them, so they can keep you working, okay, and working for them until you're 60 and 70 years old. Okay, so, I'm glad that Amazon reinstated my book account, because I was really going to be very highly upset. I was going to be upset for days behind that. I'm glad that Amazon reinstated my book account, because I would have been very annoyed going to work tomorrow. I would have been annoyed. There's no way that I would have been able to just really put in a good day's work at my job. There's no way. I just would have been too frustrated and annoyed. Okay, and I probably would have called out, to be honest, in the morning. I probably would have called out of work, because I really don't feel like dealing with certain things anyway on the job. And, I'm just, at a point in my life where I'm just really, really tired of being taken advantage of. I'm tired of corporations taking advantage of me. I'm just frustrated and tired of it. I'm tired of these greedy corporations paying non-livable wages to their workers. And, I'm not surprised that people are burning down their jobs. But the bad part about it is you're putting a lot of other people out of work. That's the only bad part about it. You're putting a lot of other people out of work when you burn down your workplace. Okay? And, but I'm not surprised about anything I see happening today. That lady done came through here about 3 times with that doggone dust mop. I guess she's trying to see what I'm doing. She's probably trying to figure out what I'm doing. She done came through here 3 times with that dust mop. She's trying to figure out what I'm doing. Trying to be nosy, in other words. Trying to be nosy. But anyway, that's human nature. People are just nosy. That's human nature. But anyway, like I was saying, Amazon is one of those companies that they don't pay livable wages. Amazon is one of those corporations that don't pay livable wages. And I'm glad that Amazon went on and decided to reinstate my book account. Because I tell you, I would have been one of these people that just, would never have purchased another Amazon product ever in life. And I like certain things on Amazon. There's certain things I like on Amazon, okay? So I would have been one of those who never, ever, ever purchased another Amazon item ever in life had Amazon not reinstated my book account. I would not have supported Amazon financially ever again in life. Okay? So anyway, I'm glad that you guys are in my chat room. It's only 2 of you in my chat room, but I'm glad you're in my chat room supporting my video. I need more support. I need more people watching my videos and sharing my videos. So hit the like button and share my videos. I know it might not be very entertaining what I talk about. It's not going to be entertaining to a lot of you because life, my life is boring anyway. Y'all think about it. My life is really, really boring. Okay? And I do the same things. I go to work, eat, sleep, and shit. I mean, I'm just telling y'all, I go to work, eat, sleep, and shit. I don't have anything really going on except work. Except writing, and publishing books on Amazon. I really don't have anything going on other than that. Okay, so I don't really have a very exciting life, In order to have an exciting life, you have to have a lot of money. You have to be able to do more with your day. You have to be able to do more with your day than most people do in 1 month in order to have a very exciting life. You understand? Now, I'm just saying, y'all. I don't really have an exciting life. I just go to work, and I was going to church on Friday nights, but I'm not going to church on Friday nights. I didn't go last Friday night, and I'm not going to go this Friday night either. So I was going to church. That was something I did every week, along with going to my job. All I do is work, eat, sleep, shit, pay bills, and get up and do it all over again. So I don't have a very exciting life for you guys. I don't have that type of lifestyle to share. All I have is my own experiences in life, what I have gone through, what I struggle with. I don't have anything, going on here. I'm not out here sleeping around with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, James, John, and Tyrone. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have kids. I don't have a husband. I don't have a exciting life. I'm just telling y'all. So, but thank you for supporting my channel anyway. Okay. So all I have to do is Keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully people will pay attention and listen and share my content and hit the like button and subscribe. You know, that's all I can do. Just keep doing what I'm doing, bringing y'all some knowledge, a little bit of wisdom, and I don't know everything. I'm just telling you, I don't know everything. I just know what I know. Okay, I know what I know. And right now, I know that these corporations are underpaying their workers. They are purposely trying to keep you enslaved to debt. I just know the system is perfectly designed for very few to be at the top, a very few to have most of the world's wealth and resources, while the 90% remain at the bottom. I just know the system is set up that way. The system is set up for you to fail. Now, some people, now if you're a fraudulent person, you're a scammer, you're a charlatan, a con man like Donald J. Trump. You'll do just fine. You'll do just fine in America. You'll do just fine in America. If you're a con man, a charlatan, somebody that's a fraudulent person, somebody that's a thief, and a con artist, and you do things unethical. Lord, I can't hardly even say the word unethical. You do things unethical to get ahead, then you're gonna be a billionaire in this country, because those are the qualities that you would need in order to accumulate that much wealth. You would need those type of qualities to accumulate that much wealth. Now, and also, because billions of dollars, that's a lot of money. Do you all understand that Elon Musk is almost a trillionaire? Elon Musk is almost a trillionaire, okay? What are you doing to accumulate that much money where you are almost a trillionaire? You have to be one of these cutthroats out here that take advantage of other people in order to get that type of money. You have to be. Ain't no way in hell I will ever believe that somebody works that hard, okay, on their own merit, based on ethics, to accumulate that much money where they are almost $1 trillion richer. I'm just saying, y'all. There's no way in hell he's working that hard on merit, on being an ethical person, in order to accumulate that much wealth, in order to accumulate almost $1 trillion. I want y'all to think about that. Government contracts. And who are in charge of the government contracts? None other than Donald J. Trump, who is a con man. Donald J. Trump is a con man. And he conned a lot of people in this country. He deceived a lot of people into voting for him in this country. And now that he's in office, making all this money off of doing all types of corrupt things, as long as he's making all this money, he doesn't care about the rest of us out here that are struggling, that are needing health care and needing SNAP. I'm not on SNAP. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. He doesn't care about the rest of us out here. As long as he's getting his billions, as long as he's making his fortune, he doesn't give a damn about the little guy like you and I. He thinks we're stupid. Donald Trump calls his own MAGA voters stupid. I want y'all to think about that. He thinks that MAGA voters are stupid. He doesn't respect the regular, hardworking American. He does not respect people like you and I that get up and go to work. He doesn't respect people that get up and actually go to a job and earn wages, hourly wages, or a salary. He thinks we're dumb. He thinks that we're losers. I'm just telling you the mentality of Donald J. Trump. He thinks all of us are losers, including his MAGA voters. I'm just telling y'all what I know. I can see it. I listen to the man. I've picked up enough knowledge about Trump to know how he thinks. I've picked up enough knowledge about him to know how he thinks. What he thinks about people like you and I. Okay? And that is the mentality of billionaires. They think that we're dumb. They think that we're stupid. They think that we're losers. Most people in this country are struggling, living from paycheck to paycheck. If you are fortunate enough to be making $150K a year, and I mean really making $150K a year, if you are fortunate enough to be making that much money, you're one of the lucky ones. You're one of the lucky ones. Because most people out here are working, they're making below $60K a year. Most people out here, they're working, making below $60K a year. They're working and making below $60K a year. If you're fortunate enough to be making $150K, you, by yourself, you are fortunate. You are one of the lucky ones. Because there is a huge gap between the rich and the poor in this country. I mean, the gap is widening ever so greatly. Okay, and these corporations they're replacing your jobs with AI. They're replacing your jobs with AI. All of that. What are you going to do for yourself nice today? Nothing. Not a damn thing. But go back home and eat my food. I got something in the oven cooking right now. I'm gonna go back home and eat my food, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do, because that's all I can afford to do. I can't afford nothing. I can't afford anything, not nothing, because the bills are taking all my money, most of my money. The majority of my money go on bills, every bit of it. Well, I don't need to take a walk. I'm good. I don't need to take a walk. I take much walks when I'm at work. Yeah, I take much walks when I'm at work. I don't need to take a walk. I'm good. I don't need a walk. I take a lot of walking. I take much walks when I'm at my job. Yeah, exactly. I take lots of walks when I'm at my job. So I don't need to take a walk anywhere. I don't need to go nowhere. I don't need to do anything except go back home and eat my food and maybe make some more videos, catch up on some news, watch maybe a show, maybe. I mean, right now it's just too much going on in the world. People are burning down their jobs, and it only takes one disgruntled employee. It doesn't take a dozen disgruntled employees to torch a place. It only takes one. It only takes one. And I think it's going to get far worse than what it is now, to be honest. I think it's going to be way, way worse than this in the coming couple years. Because people are really tired. People are fed up. People are angry. They're you can see it too. I mean, people are very aggressive more now. People don't smile as much. You noticed? Have you noticed? People don't smile as much. They're just, and people are very unhappy. And it doesn't matter what you may see on social media. You may see a picture, a selfie with somebody smiling and all of that. A lot of these folks are miserable. They're miserable, living from paycheck to paycheck, got to go to work and put up with a whole bunch of foolishness on their jobs. And they're working 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 hours a week, putting up with a bunch of foolishness on their jobs. See, I only work part-time, but I still got to put up with a bunch of foolishness because of, the type of people that is over us. I still got to put up with a bunch of foolishness. You know, still got to put up with a bunch of foolishness. And not making livable wages on top of it. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know the good news. Amazon reinstated my account, and that's it. Just wanted to tell y'all that, okay?